Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Sharita. Still out here walking. Want to talk to y'all real quick about putting our kids in activities during the school year. Okay, so start thinking about this now. All right. So, I just remember I got this example from my mother. My mother, when we got to high school, it was a booklet of all the activities that you can get involved in school, right? All the extracurricular activities. And my mom put it in front of us and she was like, pick something, okay? If you don't pick something, I will, all right? So, for what I remember, my brother and I, he came later, right? My brother was involved in sports. I wasn't a sports girl, okay? But we both were on a debate team. And my brother and I both were in junior ROTC, okay? I also went into the nursing assistant program, okay? And from what I remember, that's what we did. It feels like so much more because when I was in the nursing program, I ended up, when it was time for us to volunteer, we had mandatory volunteer, work to do. I, like other nursing assistants who were going through that class, that course, I ended up in the emergency room, but I got a job from there. I started working as an ER tech at 18 years old, and I was drawing blood. I took a acupuncture, and I was drawing blood and everything, right? When they came in with someone on the ambulance who went into cardiac arrest, I was the one who was doing the compressions. You understand what I'm saying? If they didn't survive, I took them down to the morgue. So many things, so many experiences. But also, I went on to become an EMT. I worked on the ambulance from there. And that's the job I had while I was in college. Okay? So, that's how my high school, my mom putting me into activities or extracurricular activities and choosing classes you think that I should be in, help me. You understand what I'm saying? We had I'm not saying that she just totally took over, but hey, we had some say in it. But hey, as parents, sometimes if our kids are not moving, we have to move them. This is the whole point of this, okay? So my brother actually went to college for football. He was very good at football. He's very successful now, lives in Texas. Big, beautiful family, has his own business. I went to college and became a mental health specialist, and later on became a special education teacher. You understand what I'm saying? So we did, my mother in high school, she did not play when it came to work, doing your work, getting good grades. And she said, we have to be involved in something, okay? I also went into the boot camp for ROTC. It was the Marine Corps, junior ROTC. I went to the boot camp there. So many experiences that shaped how I am today, y'all. So check this out. When I became a mother and my daughter got into high school and she didn't want to do nothing, I was inspired by my mother. I was like, you gonna do something, okay? And whatever she was good at, she was really good. My daughter's been a really good runner since she was young, and I always knew that she should be involved in track. And she needed a push, you understand? And I gave her that push. And when she got involved in track, okay, she did so well. She did so well. You know what I mean? I only wish that I had pushed her a little sooner. You understand what I'm saying? But she did so well. And she was so excited. Sorry about all this noise out here. She was so excited when she won awards. She got awards for running track. Okay? ROTC. I put her in ROTC because I felt like she needed it, and I felt like this was very good for her. She didn't like it, but after a while she got into it, and she did well there too. And she just enlisted into the Army, right? So, and then she had the best year. Her last school year was the best year she ever had. She did so well. okay? Even on an honor roll, okay? Over my career, she even made the honor roll. So if I hadn't pushed my daughter to get involved in track, to get involved in the ROTC, and also I was the PTA president by that time, her last year. So she became one of my student PTA leaders, which I created that so students can be involved in the PTA and help us, okay? Because we older, we be tired, right? She did so well there. She got a scholarship for participating there. So I say all this to say, when they, not just in high school, but especially in high school, when your kids are not, they don't really want to do much, they want to chill out throughout the school year, you know what I mean? They put them in these extracurricular activities. Find stuff for them to do. It will change their life. It will help them be better students. It will help them develop confidence and believe in themselves. Even if in the beginning they're saying they don't want to, right? There's a lot of stuff our kids say they don't want to do. But we as parents, we got to make sure that we're always making the best decisions for them. And if they not want to at first, don't let that deter you, okay? Because really, it's not so much about what they want to do or what they don't want to do. Because a lot of us, we have things going on in our lives, right? Or new experiences where we might not want to move forward because we might be afraid. We might be afraid of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? We might not know if we'll be good at it. We might not know how to do it. These are all the same things the kids go through. Same feelings, same worries the kids go through. So we as parents have to understand that. Let's stop letting them lead themselves. And let's put them in these positions and support them. And let them know, you got this. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You got this. And praise them along the way as they continue to grow into and transition into a new experience. Let's stop letting these kids lead themselves. Let's have their backs, but let's give them the push that they need. And we're there to support them along the way. But by no means should we be sitting up here not doing what we think is best and not making decisions for our kids while they're still in school that we know will enrich them and will help them be better students. All right? Let's do this. I told y'all my story. Maybe, hopefully, some of you are going through the same thing with your kids, okay? And you're not sure. I get asked all the time by moms, am I pushing them too much? And they're really not pushing them. They just responding to the resistance and the complaining from their kids. They just responded to that. So they feel like they might be pushing them too much. No. Our kids don't know how amazing they are and what they can accomplish until they are challenged and put in that position to grow. Okay? So don't worry about it. I'm gonna say one more thing. One of my favorite movies, Ray with Jamie Foxx. You remember when he was he lost his sight and he stood at the door. He tripped and fell. He started crying and calling for his mama. And she stood there and she did not answer him. And it killed her inside. You could see her eyes welling up. She was so scared. You know, she felt so bad to not actually go and pick him up. That's hard for us moms. That's hard for us. But she didn't do nothing. She just waited. And then what happened? He got himself together and he stood up. And then the next thing that happened shocked her. And everybody that was watching, I was shocked. He listened and he followed the sound and found, I think it was a cricket or a grasshopper on the floor and picked it up. He heard it. He didn't have sight, but his hearing was heightened and he followed it. He would not have accomplished that if the mom did not